I told you I had a plan for everything, boss, and now it's coming together. You think you can cast me aside? Think you can just throw your best Uruks away? Your head will be on the Dark Lord's table for this. No one kicks me out of their army. I leave armies, and now I'll leave your body here in the dirt. I hear there's a vacancy in your ranks. No, I don't want to join up. I want to invite you to your followers' execution. We don't usually take captives, but your lad begged and blubbered so much we had no choice. Do you all practice being that pathetic? Your spy wasn't exactly subtle. Too much talking, not enough listening. But if you listen, you'll hear his screams soon enough. Your so-called spy fell for the yesterday's password trick. So that makes him tomorrow's execution. Now that's why I like you. Not only are you as brutal as any orc I've ever met, you do it with such style. Why would you deny me the glorious death you just gave that glob? Is he any more deserving than me? Do it now! Free me from the pit! Surprised to see me? You shouldn't be. A true tactician strikes when victory is most likely, and right now victory looks very bloody likely for me. What's this? You're after treasure? Oh no, that prize isn't for the likes of you. It belongs to me and no other. Killing him was ordinary. Killing me? Impossible. Oh, that'll buy you something nice. Or it would if I hadn't paid you a visit. Dangerous business we're in, sir. I was using that forge. You insult my science, my dark art. When I kill you, I will mark your body with my symbols to remind you of what you are. That death threat was bold, but also stupid. Once I knew you were looking for me, I made plans of my own. I'm not like you, Grave Walker. I don't issue death threats. I just issue plain old death. Like this. You'll fall for just about any trick, won't you? Pay attention. You missed our clever snare, and I don't want you to miss your own demise. Now that you've got all those flips and twirls out of your system, what say we have a real fight? You really think you know how to fight? Oh, that is precious. Your speed, your power, your strength, it's almost enough to impress. We Uruks stand by our own. You're not touching my blood brother until you get through me. You start a fight with my blood brother, you start a fight with me, and it'll be the two of us who finish it. I won't see my blood brother slain by such a useless little tark. It's time I put you down, like the cur you are. Think you're clever hunting down my bodyguards? While you were doing that, I was hunting down you. Well, I reckon now my bodyguards won't save me, and killing them won't save you. You don't need to go around killing my bodyguards to get my attention. Just call, and I'll gladly answer. Trying to get away? Why do they always think they can get away? I'd like to congratulate you on getting away from that maggot. Well done! Look at you, trying to wiggle your way out of a perfectly good fight. For shame. Looking for me? Well, I've been looking for you too. Your blundering about was so loud I could tell you was looking for me. You can't hunt a hunter, you fool. These wounds you have may seem bad, but in a few moments they won't. I thought it was you. I recognise that staggering limp anywhere. Whatever your plan is to heal yourself, well, plans have changed. If you can't even keep your own troops safe, you deserve the same fate they get. I'm killing this glob because he betrayed us, and you because it's amusing. Well, you're both amusing. Grog blows up when you shoot it. I wonder what a tark does. The ringing in your ears is just how I say hello, and in a moment you'll learn how I say goodbye. Shame about the grog, but I wanted to start this scrap with a bang. You're dismounted, and soon you'll be dismembered. We'll be doing this the Mordor way. No beasts running amok. Look at you down in the mud. That's your first humiliation, but it won't be your last. The Overlord says he's got a grave dug all ready for you to walk into. 'Cause you're a grave walker, eh? You can play Beastmaster all you want, Tark, but the wilds of Mordor only answer to me. I'm not killing your beast. I'm doing what's necessary to kill you. So really, it's you who's killing your beast. The beasts of Mordor follow my command. You think you're self-mightier than them? Mightier than me? How nice you'd rather play with trinkets than fight us. Just wait until the others hear about the Grave Walker's love of tiny toys. I'm not interrupting anything, am I? Need to clean up your trinkets before we get to the fight? It's okay, I'll wait. Is this really how you want to be remembered? Digging around in the dirt for rubbish from a bygone era? To each their own, I suppose. I know all your secrets now. Gonna kill you good, and then wait for you here. Welcome back, but now you have to go again. You can't hide from me. No refuge, even in death. You've gone too far. He was mine to kill. Now I'll have your head instead. War is war, but killing an Uruk's rival, that crosses the line. Well, would you look at that? I was prepared to kill him today, but it looks like I had to settle for you. That one was meant for the pink skin. No matter, my killing blow will bite deep into man flesh. Remember, it's not the enemies you can see, it's the ones you can't see. I don't think they see you. You're a master of stealth. Are you secretly observing the victims you're about to kill? What a stunning coincidence! Get some good information, did you? Let's see if you can put it to good use. Hope you learned something useful. You're going to need it. Am I really so interesting? Because I've studied you as well, and frankly, you are not. Judging by the look on your face, you weren't expecting me to show up. Don't you love surprises? I didn't want your bodyguards to have to trouble themselves, so I came instead. Did you call for your bodyguards? Haven't seen them, but I'm here. Here's your bodyguard. I don't think he'll do you much good, though. Is this who you were expecting? He's a bit preoccupied at the moment. You called for your bodyguard, and here he is, just as expected. Caragors are fearsome indeed. Calling one in is a sound tactical move. The thing with Caragors is they can be so unpredictable. Caragors do shift the odds, don't they? Not always the way you expect. I knew you'd be looking for me. It was obvious. That's the thing about targets, you know? Sometimes they move around on you. It would have been sporting to give you a chance to track me down. Too bad for you, I'm a poor sport. The scenery changes, but you're as easy to ambush as ever. I'm impressed. I've never had an enemy flee this far just to avoid my wrath. But you didn't flee far enough. When you cussed me out, you told me I wasn't worth killing. Not so worthless now, am I? Look upon this fortress and weep, knowing the Uruk you rejected is its architect and master. You threw me out of your army, but it was always a schrock outfit, to be honest. Now this fortress, on the other hand, it's worth keeping around, unlike you. We parted ways too early, mate. I should have waited until you had this neat little fortress. Oh, well, at least I'll have it soon enough. I thought it would be all too easy to just waltz in here and claim this fort. And it is. You're playing right into our hands. Every cry for help, every spirited defence, they're just delaying the inevitable. You got 3 problems. No hope, no escape, and no mercy. Last time I merely ruined your body. This time I'll ruin you and this pathetic fortress. I exterminated you with ease last time. I'll do so again, and clear the other vermin out of this fortress. Just like we planned, boys! Take this fort one step at a time. This fort is on the brink. How about we push it over? Their defences are weakening, just as I thought. All part of the plan, lads. Now let's finish them off. That's an aggressive bit of fighting to get here. Too bad you walked right into a trap. You spilt a lot of blood, yours and ours, getting this far. Now take a last look before it all goes dark. I came here for one reason, to shame you, like you shamed me. Taking away your fortress is just the first step. When this fortress falls, you'll taste bitter defeat. The same meal you forced down my throat when you shamed me. Yes, I live despite your best efforts. If you couldn't truly kill me, what hope do you have of defending your fortress? I took every trick you taught me and built them into these walls. It's practically designed for Tark killing. What are the chances, old friend? Here we are in one of the great moments of Mordor's history, the battlefield upon which you will so valiantly die. Here you can witness the product of my work. Warriors fueled by my alchemy. Here is where you die. You couldn't defeat me before, and now I have a fortress behind me. Does the concept of odds elude you? I killed you once, but I made one mistake, not stuffing you to decorate this fortress. Now I get to correct that oversight. Not too bright, are you? This place holds only death for you, yet you seek it out. You left me with nothing, but here in this fortress they brought me back from the brink. Now it's you who'll be left with nothing. You shamed me to the core, but now I have a whole fortress behind me. Coming up with the plan to take this spot was the hard part. Executing it was easy. Here you go, Bright Lord, just like we planned it. Nothing like a little sabotage to tilt the odds, eh? Surprised to see me? I'm very much alive, and this fortress is built to ensure I stay that way. Piece by piece, bit by bit, you truly thought this siege through, didn't you? Pity it all has to end here. Quite a day you've had out here, eh? Pity that all this hard work of yours is going to be worthless. now that I'm going to gut you like a fish. You still have work to do on this fortress if you plan on taking us out. Did you really think I'd leave you be and let you run amok? While you're in here flailing that useless blade of yours around, my troops will be ripping yours to shreds. Come on, Tark. Time to show you how we hold our ground. You think you're just getting started, but really you're about to be finished. You invaders love to blunder your way into our fort, but you don't get very far. And you don't blunder back out alive. He's all yours, boss. We'll deal with the beasties. You're too late. They've already summoned me, and while I'm becoming chosen, you'll be lying here, cooling. The Lord of Nazgul demands we deliver him this city. When I deliver you to him on top, that'll be like a bonus. If you think you've won, you need to take a look around this city. You've ruined everything. There will be retribution. The Witch King demands I reclaim this idea, for I am chosen. What are you? A pretender? I am loyal to the Witch King! I reclaim this tower for the Witch King. You will die in its shadow. You will not reach the top of this tower. This idea belongs to the Witch King. We will all serve the Witch King, one way or another. Your little adventure ends here. You think you're close to the end, but you are still 1,000,000 miles away. Take a moment to think about all the events that have led up to me and you facing down right now. Boggles the mind, doesn't it? It'll be the last thought you'll ever have. So it finally ends between us. You had to have known it could go no further. I was always going to come for you in the end. I'll admit, I'm impressed you made it this far. Not bad for a weak Gondorian pig. I'm afraid it's all for nothing, though, because now I'm going to kill you. Men will soon forget your name, Grave Walker, but we Uruks will always remember the villain in our tale of triumph. This the best the city had to offer? This weakling? I'll be done with him in no time. We've been at this a long time, you and I, going all the way back to Udun. And in all that time I've realised two things. A man like you deserves a proper challenge, and what you don't deserve is a quick death. It wasn't supposed to go this way. I suppose you think you've got a chance against me? You might have if you weren't a pathetic, cowardly man-bug, and I weren't bent on squashing you. Why are you even here? Now be honest. Is it to save these pathetic Zoosh, or is it to save yourself? Either way, this is where it all ends. You truly are the king of lost causes. These Gondorians, you failed them. And yourself, well, you failed him a long time ago. Trying to take the fight to us, eh? All the better. Just means you lot get to die now. Gather round, you kings of Mordor, and drink to a job well done. Grom's gang is dead, and our good fortune becomes ours. So, drink, oh shrock! You want your goblets and crowns back, do you? Your little statues and trinkets? But what does it all mean? Your people are dead, and you're never getting them back. I must thank you. We've been after Captain Gondor here for some time. Caused us quite a bit of trouble till now. You were so focused on him, you forgot about me. You can't do that in Mordor. Look at you! Walking in here, you think you're going to save lives? A real hero? That the story you tell yourself? I'm sorry, it was bad enough when there was one of us, but two seems a bit unfair. Mordor's sort of like that. The assault cannot be stopped. Your brother's here dead and butchered, and there's nothing you can do about it. Look at all this death and torture, and then look at you, all numb and cold. Don't worry, I'll make you feel again. No, defeat! Oh, you never gave me a chance. My song! Where's my song? Oh, knew it! Stay out of my mind! You can't keep up! Get out of my head, or I'll crush yours! You're too simple! I'm too strong! Yes, we should work together! Combining efforts is a wise choice! I will serve you well! I am honored to be chosen! No more play. You see, this is the thing. This is the thing. Defeated. Defeated. Now, who has no chance? You have no chance at all, do you? No chance, no chance. You sing. I knew it. The game is over and it's done. The thing is, here's the thing. Careless with your weapon, careless with your life. Good thing I'm the careful sort. You stab me and you think no one will notice? Oh, everyone noticed. And that's what forced my hand. I expect a little abuse from those who think they're better than me. This is Mordor, after all. But you crossed the line, and that made my decision easy. I take a certain grim satisfaction in knowing that your last thought is going to be, what was I thinking when I turned on my mates? When a man kills an Uruk's blood brother, he takes on a terrible debt, and I will always see that he pays it. You killed my guard, now I'm killing you. Curse you! My guard will be hard to replace. Should have killed me before my guard, ha! Pay attention, lad. That's how you kill a ranger. My boys can learn plenty from this. Death threats are merely words, no match for me. You threaten me? The only screams I had were your own. The odds of carrying out your threat were always poor. Typical man, all words, no action. No man threatens me and lives. You're not fit to rule this fortress, Ranger. I mean, you're not even fit to conquer it. I would have defended my overlord to the death, but you never even got close to him, did you? Was that a real attack, or were you just testing whether our defences work? Because the answer to that is, they do. I'd heard you had a talent for conquering forts yourself. Suppose you're not quite as skilled when it comes to defending them. If I'd known you were going to go down so quickly, I wouldn't have brought so many troops. Time to divide the plunder. Shame you didn't put up a better fight. There'd be fewer Uruks to divide it amongst. This fort always had potential. And now that there's a smarter war chief, me, in charge, it'll be the pride of Mordor. I will serve. I have your back. How stupid are you to challenge an Uruk while hunting? You wanted to hunt? You got hunted. What purpose did you serve, scum? They're still going to die. First you, and now for those cowards. The odds were always against you here, Ranger. What were you thinking, fighting me? Serves you right for calling me out, you fool. Shh. should have kept yourself hidden, scum. Bad odds trying to run for me like that. Nowhere to run, Ranger. Well, that was a spot of luck. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Just a roll of the dice. Simple, uncaring, fair. Just doesn't feel that way to you. You can't imagine how much I appreciate you dying to me like this. My reputation's going to soar. Imagine the opportunities. Oh, I'm going to be busy indeed. What a gift you've left me. Your body is a vast library of elixirs and tonics that I will use to fuel the Dark Lord's army. You know how it is in Mordor. The Overlord says jump and I say how high. He says kill the Tark and I say already done, Overlord. That's how you get ahead. Know your enemy, Tark. That's the first rule of war. I suppose you didn't know that either. You should have learned something about me, Ranger. Well, you've learned it now, haven't you? If you'd learned anything about me before we fought, this might have gone very differently. But we'll never know now, will we? You took the best thing I had, my wits, and broke them in half. But I guess that means you got beat by a half-wit, eh? You shall take nothing from us. We will take everything from you. You, like the many men before you, were foolish to try to defeat me. You'll never leave our darkness, Ranger. We had you the second you entered Mordor. I hear you'll come back after this, but rest assured, we'll never stop hunting you. We train with Caragors and Graugs. You really thought I'd be scared of a little whelp like you? I have the eyes of a Caragor and the heart of a Graug. Back in me tent. Now to add the scalp of a ranger. Now we'll throw your husk of a body into the refineries. Thanks for fueling the war, Tark. You fool! You had to know we would mash you to bits. I can't wait to tell my tribe about this. Oh, how they'll laugh. You thought yourself better than Sauron's best? You thought yourself better than me? You're quite the steady source of meat, Gravewalker. Will you come back again? Will you please? More meat for the racks. Thanks, Tark. Shall we summon you back from beyond the grave, Tark? Or will you come crawling back on your own? Your tricks grow tiring. Now we return to commune with the Dark Lord. Won't you stay alive a bit longer, Gravewalker? We've barely just begun. I just sharpened my tools, Tark. Are you really expiring already? I knew you could never stand up to us. You were beat the second you set foot in Mordor. Did you really think that puny blade could stand up to the might of the Dark Lord's warriors? He marches in here fresh from his great victory at Sharkboors. He marches in here to die. So the great conqueror, the scourge of Sharkboors, you chose a fine place to die, man swine. This man was foolish to come here. This is not Dars Gúrum. This man stands before the mightiest fort in Mordor, and here he will fall. This is where the traitor army breaks. This is where they pay for what they did at Dars Gúrum. Kargakur fell to this army. They must have been sleeping, or starved, or diseased. They must have been all three to lose their fort to these fools. You will pay for your crimes at Carcogur. Every stone you dislodged, every life you snuffed, every second your impostor's backside befouled that throne, you will now reap a terrible reward. This campaign has reached its end. The traitor army took Goshgor, but they will never take us. There is not a man alive who can conquer this fortress, not even the man who took Goshgor. The prodigal fool returns. Well, Ranger, you've taken this fort once before. What do you say? Think you can do it again? I could have sworn I just got rid of the Tark infestation here. Amazing when I'll come crawling back to a place like this. Did you get defeated recently? I heard you were, Sandy, but that can't be true, because if you were, how could you show your face here? Oh, I see. You're just an idiot. I heard what happened at the other fort. You failed! Your army failed! So what are you doing here? Haven't learned your lesson yet, eh? Fine, we'll teach you another! What are you doing back here? Didn't we just rout your army? It was quite a victory for us, quite a victory! We're actually happy to see you back, because now we can have another victory feast when we're done thrashing you again! Oh, this is marvelous! You're back! We didn't think you would be after what happened last time, but here you are for us to do it all over again! Good for you! Killing you lot is fun! You think you have us surrounded? You forgot you're in Mordor now! We will never give up! We will never surrender! So your path has led you here? The final stop on an endless journey! Do you think you can defeat us? Do you think we'll be so easily routed? We're ready and eager! Better let us off the leash soon! We're more than ready! What are we waiting for? Let's show these globs we mean business! If at first you don't succeed, die again! Is that how the Gondorian saying goes? You got this far before, but you never quite reached the throne, and now history repeats itself. I have bad news for you all! Survivors will be rounded up and sent to Barad-dûr. I've also got good news! There will be no survivors! Come, lead your forces inside if you can! Are 10 of you worth one real Uruk? No! And I'll prove it! One treacherous head at a time! You look upon our walls and bastions, and what do you think? That you have found a place of might and wrath? Well, you are right! You face pure Uruk power! We defend this fortress of Mordor! There will be no end to our wrath, and any enemy who dares approach these walls will become part of them! Come, send your army to penetrate these walls! Our dark blades wait for you in the shadows! You have turned your back on safety, on mercy, on light! Before these walls and within them, you will find only darkness and terror as we reduce your army one by one! We serve the Dark Lord. Our fiercest weapon is darkness itself. Come, enemies of Mordor, and be lost forever in shadow. You'd better hope you don't penetrate these walls, for on the other side what awaits you are the fiercest beasts in all of Mordor. Throw yourselves upon these walls! Our defenders will divide and conquer your army! Our beasts will feed upon your corpses! You will find here no victory, no mercy, no quarter! Here you will find only stinging whips and snarling beasts! Come, charge these walls while we stoke our fires and oil our gears! You will be consumed by the machine! Your petty army inspires no fear! This fortress is a monument to the cunning, brutal engineering of Sauron! From atop its mighty walls, we will teach you the art and craft of war. Our forgers make the Dark Lord's spears and axes and arrowheads, and with these mighty weapons of war, we will lay waste to all his enemies. We're going to thrust you and your boys until we get bored, and then we're going to pluck your eyeballs from your skulls and use them to play dice. I once thought there was nothing more fetching than a finely filigreed helmet, but now I know what would be even more exquisite: the intricate little designs I'm going to carve into your skulls. We welcome you to this fortress. Your bodies will litter its approach, your valuables will fill its halls, and we will toast the Dark Lord's terrible power with grog, sweetened by your blood. Today, this fortress will be the site of a siege that fails and a battle that will be forgotten. But in the aftermath, we will host a feast that will be remembered forever. You look upon a mighty stronghold held by defenders who are more than warriors. They are butchers, experts in the preparation of delicious meats, and their sweetest, most succulent fare is going to taste an awful lot like you. You ever stop to wonder, if I had this much trouble with a war chief, what chance do I have against the Overlord? The Overlord is going to make mincemeat out of you. I'm only sad because I won't get a slice of the pie. Kill me if you must, but I saw your flaws in the fight, and if I can see 'em, so can the Overlord. Once he sees what you've done to me, the Overlord is going to squash you into red paste. Have a care before you slay me, Pink Skin. Whatever you do to me, the Overlord will return upon you sooner than you think. Hone the knives and cleavers, lads! Sharpen the saws and hooks! We prepare for battle, for butchery, for feast! I see many traitors here before me. Hundreds of heads and twice as many hands. These things, properly cured, will make fine totems. An attacker would have to be mad to challenge this fort, and you are mad. I can see it in your eyes from here. Those eyes will soon see my throne room, but they won't be in your head. Our spells and magics defend this fortress for Sauron. In his name we practice our dark arts, and, as the signs foretold, his enemies will flee our terrible power. No member of your army will die today. No, indeed, nor tomorrow, nor the day after. You will live a good long while, and to your tortured, broken mind, it will be eternity. The walls of this bastion will echo with your screams until your parched throat can produce nothing more than a gurgling rasp. That is the moment mercy will come as a bladed spike driven into your skull. Know this, all of you! This will not be a fight to the death. You will be taken alive, and your grisly fates will be written in blood on the stones of these walls. All around this fortress the land shall be made lush and fertile, irrigated by the endless torrent of your blood. These are no ordinary defenders. The Dark Lord's champions call this fortress home, and they will guard it at all costs. In the Dark Lord's name, we muster war. We seek it. We relish it. We will honour Sauron's name with every riven shield and severed head. If this is how you treat your followers, I'm better off. Do it. End it. Serving you was a miserable nightmare anyway. You're expecting me to beg forgiveness for betraying you? Nah. You're still schrock as bosses go. You, might want to keep me around. It takes a betrayer to spot other betrayers. Huh? How about it? Today it may be me, but soon, very soon, it will be your time. My blood brother will see to that. My blood brother will come for you, Tark. You don't know his name, but he knows yours. The Tark's vaunted killing blow. Whatever shall I do? Oh, I know. Leave! You look angry, Tark, but in a moment you'll be even angrier. Goodbye! Go ahead, kill me, but you'll get yours, Tark. It's just a question of whether an Uruk or a Nazgul does the deed. You fool! You may have won the war, but you've lost the battle. So it comes to this, and now it has. Well, this is embarrassing. I'll play the game like any other, but I do want to win. Well done, my friend. Now, give me a brilliant death, one for the ages. Go on, kill me. Feel like a big man, like I mean anything. I hope you make it quick, and I hope somebody kills you horribly. Those are my only two requests. I die now with a smile on my face, unless you bung this up, in which case you will suffer as no man has suffered. Do it. Do it. Send me as far away from the pit as you can. You got lucky. My plan was flawless. Impossible! How could my plan fail? Luck has to run out sometime. Mine, yours, everyone's. You know you didn't beat me, right? Just got lucky. Go on, a very good run. I've driven my enemies before me, commanded scores of Uruk warriors, and heard the wails of the defeated. You'll never take that from me. It can't end like this. I'm a great leader of Uruks. What will the boys do without me? My head, it aches constantly. Kill me! Finally, the pain will stop. You should have finished me the first time we met. Then I would have escaped the constant pain in my head. At least now, it will end. This can't happen. You attempt the impossible. Go ahead, swing away. Many before you have tried, yet I live. A very wise choice, sir. You'll pay. Everybody pays. You cannot kill an alchemist. I will be transmuted from this form into a golden warrior. You will see me again. Do it. I will heal myself. I will rise. I will flower. I will come for you. My final song is rather long. It's time for me to take a bow. On second thought, just do it now. You can kill the singer, but not the song. Do you regret burning me now? I think so. I knew it was only a matter of time before I found you again. You should have killed me when you could. A fatal error. Serves you right for not finishing me off, eh? I cheated death to wear this and to have my revenge. This scar still hurts, but your death will ease it for now. I'll find other ways to defeat you! I have better things to do than wait! This isn't going to plan! I underestimated this time. This one was an obvious spy! No ordinary orc! Ask so many questions! Here, have him back! I had a whole inquisition planned to root out your spy, but then this one started blabbering! I can think of only one way to shut him up. You boys don't need me to tell you that this is the last fort for us to take. So I'll just tell you to get your jollies and make this one count. He may talk big, but he's shaking in his boots. That fort will go down just like all the others. He may talk tough, but I hear the fear in his voice. We're going to take his fort and make him eat his words. We outthought and outfought our enemies at the last fort and came away victorious. If we can do it once, we can do it again. I don't believe it. You're still working out what to do with me. I still say there's a deal to be made here. Cut off my head and you'll never know what I know. Come on, untie me and offer me a fair fight. Think of the glory. The singer's song will never end. I believe in building to a climax. So I'm going to start with a small fry and work my way up. Rank has its privileges, so I'm killing the captain last. We're going to need a wagon for the troopers' heads and a pike for the head of their captain. You and your boys weren't exactly talkative when we asked nicely. Let's start offing them one by one, see if that loosens any tongues. We better win this. Life expectancy of our spies isn't the greatest. Well, he was equally good at spying and flying, eh? Well, that was dramatic and misguided, as we have no spy in this fortress. He thinks he can scare us off with talk. Let's get in there and show him what he should really be scared of. He thinks he's safe behind those walls, but we know better. Those words won't stop us from taking his life and his fort. Don't listen to that maggot. His fort will soon be ours. He likes to talk, don't he? Well, we like the cow. Let's get in there and show him. What do you suppose is more pathetic, this windbag's walls or him and his boys? These lads call a bit of darkness shadow. They call killing assassination. Let's get in there and find out their word for surrender. What do you think, lads? Let them finish shoveling the schrock out of the pens, or attack now? Far as I'm concerned, you don't need machines to wage war. All you need is a strong sword arm and not to be too squeamish. Anybody can steal a chest of gold or a crate of weapons. Let's show this lot how you take a whole bloody fort. Impressive speech. Now it's time to show these boys what we've cooked up for them. I think the signs and portents and auguries all point to one thing. He's completely off his head. The only ones who will suffer here today are his lot, lads. You know it and I know it. Let's get in there and make sure they know it. These lads know nothing of war. Fortunately, we're here to teach them. It's a pity the lesson will kill them all. I don't know when we'll meet again, but I'll be ready and you'll be deady. Stop wasting time! Let's kill him! No more speechifying! Get him! Enough chatter! Draw some blood! Right, you lot! Shut up and have him! That's all well and good! Now let's do it! He's scared! Now let's make him dead! Shut it! Let's kill him! If you lot are done talking, let's gut this talk! We're not here to entertain him! We're here to kill him! Oh, he's getting bored, and so am I! Get him! There it is! Just like I knew it'd be! I knew I'd find it here! That's it! Exactly where I thought it'd be! Everybody ready? No one make a sound. Ghouls hate the light, so let's douse it and see what comes a-calling. Who's ready to skewer a ghoul, eh? Just a moment and we'll snuff the light. Graugs are dumb. They'll chase anything. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Here comes the Graug. Remember, aim for a huge monster, not the terrified orc it's chasing. Hey, boss. Bright one. Bright lord. I know what you've heard, but I'm a fair boss. Real simple. Join me or die. Except for your captain. He dies. Why would I kill you lot? I'd rather recruit you. Don't you want to be on the winning side? I'll offer you lads a quick chance to prove your worth or a quick death. It's a better deal than your captain gets. We're listening, but only because we're literally a captive audience. You're straining your brain with all that thinking. You got something useful to say? I hope you're thinking this through. I could be of use to you. We all could. You made your point. Now untie us and we'll make a deal. Care to try your hand against me? I'll provide all the sport you need, and then some. Time for a clinic on combat. Let's teach you a lesson, shall we? Bring me another one! You saving the best for last out there? Watch and learn, you globs! Watch and learn! I'm getting thirsty over here, bloodthirsty. Don't make me wait. Come get some. Who's next on the slaughter parade? Come on now, I can do this all day. It's men, snatch them quick. It's man flesh on the move, I see. Send me the strongest pink skin you got, or the least scrawny at any rate. I'm doing you a favour, men of Gondor. You get to die a hero, not live a slave. You like the sound of your own voice, don't you, pink skin? But I wonder, You like the sound of your own screams? Keep talking, man filth. Get that throat of yours ready. Soon your screams will echo past the walls of your precious city. Typical men, they squeak like rats when they're caught in a trap. We play! We play! We play! Here's the thing. You want to know what the thing is? Here's the thing. The thing is, here's the thing! Here's the thing! This is the thing! Defeated! I was defeated! I was defeated! Defeated! You don't have a chance! No chance! That's the truth of it! No chance at all! You think you have a chance? You have no chance. I have no chance. None of us has any chance. Sing! Sing! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Knew it! Knew it! Remember, if you see a man, fight dirty. They certainly will. New orders, lads. We wait here for now, but be ready to move. Leave the talk for those of us who are actually good at it. Let's gossip more work. Stay alert, boys. It's almost too quiet around here. Sneak attack on my signal, just like we planned. See, lads, this is why you put sentries on the perimeter. Look at those lazy globs. Don't they realise Mordor is a dangerous place? Hit 'em hard and they'll lose their nerve. We want a slaughter, not a fight. These Caragors will be deadly once we've whipped them into shape. Mind these Caragors, but keep your distance. Don't stick anything into that cage that you fancy keeping. We're upwind of the Caragors, so they'll stay quiet. You lot ready? Focus on the globs near the cages. We don't want them getting clever and setting the Caragors free. Anyone comes by, they need a password. And if they try to bribe you, let me do the bargaining. Mordor's got too many wanderers. This archway is part of a plan to keep things locked down. Look at those fools, acting like they own the place. Who's ready to reclaim this road? This road doesn't need obstacles like those globs, so let's clear it out. These supplies are bound for the west, for Gondor eventually. We need to make sure they get there intact. Too many supplies have gone missing lately. Not on our watch. Well, look there, a supply cache. Who's up for some forcible requisitioning? It's the supplies we wanted. Looks like we gotta scrape some schrock off them first, though. I want you to think about all your victories. It won't take long. Then we'll get on with the beheading. You really thought a man could rule Mordor? Or an elf ghost? I ought to execute you for being naive. Looks like the so-called Bright Lord didn't have any long-term plans for you. Not too bright to be following him, eh? If the Grave Walker cared one rat's tail for you, he'd be here. But you're all alone, so he scraped you off like schrock on a boot. You got a deal to offer? I'm listening. What else am I going to do? How about you untie me, and then we forget about this whole thing? Killing me just makes your blade dull. Keeping me alive now, that makes you look sharp. I've got secrets, and if I'm in the grave, you'll never hear them. That dumb brute is no match for me. Release it! I don't care for these brutish displays. I'll end it quickly. Bring on the ghouls. I'll teach him that Uruk flesh isn't worth the trouble. None of you are brave enough to stand here, or tough enough to be standing when it's over. Listen, you lot. I can predict the future. I predict blood and begging for mercy and man screams. I'm going to take down you men of Gondor in 2 steps. Slay, then flay. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. So watch yourselves when I slay this thing. Get it angry first. Saves me a step when the trial starts.
How strange that we should meet again. My guess is we will never end. Every singer needs a song, and every song a chorus. I'll sing your death till my last day, as long as you don't bore us. The singers arrived, and everyone rejoices. I see it in their faces, and hear it in their voices. Life in Mordor can get rather drab. It's brown and grey, but red when you stab. I'll tell you a secret that may surprise you. The orcs of Mordor don't really like you.
Mordor has many mountains. Like them, I cannot be moved, cannot be bargained with, cannot be harmed. And like those mountains, I defend Mordor. You and I, we are not enemies. You are not worthy of the word. You are prey, and I am the hunter. Soon your head will adorn my mantle, proof of my mastery. I need only 1 axe to kill, but 2 means twice the mayhem, twice the savagery. Haven't seen you since I was a lowly grunt. What a lot of time has passed. Let us reunite. That's the last time I let you hit me with that thing. I'm not that forgiving, and I'm not that stupid. If you were going to betray me, you picked the wrong time to do it. Now I'm angry. I'm armed, and I'm dangerous.
I'm your bodyguard, yes, but here's the thing. Bodies are easier to guard if they aren't living.
I got to thinking, why bow to man-filth when everyone should be bowing to me?
What's the matter? No traitorous Uruks to aid you this time? No animal to help you this time? Then you can die like one. That fire was a neat trick last time. This time you won't get the chance. The wrath of Sauron won't help you this time. Where are your ghouls to help you this time? Where's your pet Graug to help you now? We meet again. This time no one will dare usurp my command.
You never could see the big picture, Tark. You know, the picture of me leading my whole army, tromping on your carcass as we march by. That'd look good on a wall, eh? When I left your army, I knew it wouldn't be forever. It was just a matter of time before you screwed up and I took over. And the time is now. Thought you'd draw me out of hiding, did you? Ask yourself this, Grave Walker. Am I following your plan, or are you following mine? About time you got here, Grave Walker. Seclusion is even more boring than it sounds. I thought you issued a death threat, but really it was just an inconclusive draw threat. Mordor demands better, so let's finish this time. I escaped your death threat once, and now you don't do me the courtesy of a warning. It seems your reputation is slipping, Grave Walker. I made all these plans when I heard about your death threat. Oh, turns out the only threat was me dying of boredom. At first, the death threat from you had me worried, but then you never showed up, and I realised you're just a man who loves the sound of his own voice. You threatened me with death, but I reversed it, didn't I? That's the way of Mordor. Talk big and you get made small. I like how you threaten me with death. It's very proper. I feel like I should have returned the favour before I cut you down. Now, I've got a second chance, so you're gonna die because I say so. You died last time, but only because you had the audacity to threaten me with death. I thought you'd learned your lesson, but here you are. Men have thicker skulls than I thought. Aren't you the puny pink skin who threatened me with death, then died at my hand? If I hadn't killed you, the shame would have finished you off. I'm used to death threats, but being stalked, that's a new one. You got me curious, Grave Walker, but not so curious that I'll let you live. You're good. Good enough to give me a momentary diversion, anyway. Not good enough to survive it, though. Play with me! Play me! You know what the thing is? This is the thing! This is the thing! The thing is... I'll tell you what the thing is. The thing is... This is the thing. Defeated! 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 I was defeated! I was defeated! You never gave me a chance. Not one single chance. You think it's fair? Giving someone no chance? Not fair at all. Not fair. Giving no chance? No chance? I sing. Can sing. I knew it. Knew it. Knew it. Knew it. Knew it. Knew it. I knew it. It's the classic law. Trick your enemy into overextending, then spring the ambush. Farewell from Mordor, man-filth. You seem to be breathing hard from all that running. Good news, no point in further foot racing, but bad news, now it's time for your massacre. Step 1, lead the Tark on a merry chase. Step 2, jump him once he's tired. Step 3, you'll see. All that running, just to make sure you aren't late for your own funeral. I like it when my victims are punctual. I know you Rangers like to call yourselves men of quality, but it looks like you're being buried under Uruks of quantity. You Rangers are supposed to be so sneaky, but all I have to do is follow the horns and the crowds. Don't feel bad. You're giving us all an opportunity to say, I was there when the Tark breathed his last. Usually, the horn means a Caragor got loose or the grog barrels caught fire again. But today we get lucky. Today we get a ranger with a death wish. So we fight alone and you'll die alone. Nowhere to run or hide. Your death will be the only outcome. You interfere with a time-honoured ritual, Tark. A fool that comes between Uruks fighting is a dead fool. Who told you we were here? I'll kill you both. Think you can defeat both of us? Is that it? You're hungry for victory, but you're going to go hungry. In a moment, one of us will be dead, and that one is going to be you and him. My friend, I'd ask you to wait, but honestly, the more the merrier. You scallywag! Get over here and let's cut each other to ribbons! Had a bit of a disagreement with that maggot over there, and now here you are over here! So now... I have a disagreement with you! I wish you'd come just a bit later. That way I'd have already killed this one, or he'd have killed me. Either way, much simpler. Can't you see we're in the middle of a duel? A battle of the damned? Go ply your pathetic trade somewhere else. We fight for glorious death, but you do not. Go throw yourself into the vats, and perhaps we can turn you into a warrior worth fighting. That was my plan, to rid myself of you both at the same time. Your appearance is no surprise. I am prepared for it. I figured my odds of winning this were 2-1. Didn't figure on you, though. Jumping into the middle of a duel? You must be feeling very lucky. I'm glad you're here. The wound you gave me never stops hurting, but causing others pain lessens it. The more pain I cause, the better it feels. Because of you, the only time my head stops hurting is when I hurt others. The more I hurt them, the better it feels. Lucky me! Now I get to hurt both of you! This duel was boring me anyway. What sort of fool tries to slay the unkillable? Oh, I suppose you're that sort of fool. This one was about to learn that no orc can slay me, and you're about to learn no man can either. Right at the moment, I'm with another... Oh, what does it matter? Join us, please. Having a bit of a disagreement at the moment involving a certain... Well, how about this? You join in our discussion and we'll see who wins out. Leave now. I am engaged in research, and I swear by all the elements that you will not interrupt the great work. Each time I see you, everything else in the world falls away, because we are engaged in the great work. The singer must settle this dispute. His insults you will not refute, but by your looks you do not care, so in this slaughter you will share. Orc on orc is rather boring. When it's ranger blood you could be pouring. Hoping to strike while this caragor distracts me, are you? Think again. Fancy helping me kill this lot? Didn't think so, you selfish maggot. You may hope to take advantage while this grog keeps me busy, but I won't fall for that. What are you behind this, I wonder? Hoping to take advantage, no doubt. You are intruding here, and I'm going to make you intrude over there. You are full of surprises. You show up now? Here? Now? I had the whole thing planned. You seem determined to take away the few pleasures I have in this pit of torment. You want to suffer? Then let's suffer. Coming here is a tactical error, one that I knew you would make. You choose to attack me here? Now? Not exactly stacking the odds in your favour, are you? You dare interrupt my fun? I am a commander of countless Uruk warriors who kill for me without hesitation. You will pay the price for your insult. Here to admire your handiwork? Take a good look at the hole in my skull. It's your doing, and you're about to pay for it. Many rivals try to catch me unawares, all distracted, thinking they'll gain an advantage. But advantages do not matter, for I am truly unkillable. What is it you're in the mood for? Oh, you've got that look in your eye, the look that says, surprise me, that I can do. Welcome. I'm starting to think the universe has a plan for us. Everything is connected. You, me, my weapon, your Guruk face. Come join us in song and we will have fun. The blood it will run and run and run. You shouldn't have come here when we're all in a fighting mood. Come to get your hands on our grog, have you? Hands off! Sit down, relax, quaff some grog before I spill your blood all over the dirt. Hey now, it's bad form for you to show up at your own wake, Ranger. Although, We could reenact your death, just for entertainment, you know. So here you are, perfect timing. Only trouble is, you're too late. If you've come to join our feast, I hope your appetite is ready. Everyone, for your entertainment and mine, I present to you the Grave Walker, a lover of life and death, a player of the game. You've got to lighten up a little. There's more to life than combat, though I'll admit it's one of the more fun parts. Whole load of orcs here, drinking a whole load of grog. Probably not the smartest time to attack, but I don't want to tell you your business. I'm kind of in the middle of a feast here. Kind of annoyed you showed up. I'm going to chop you into bits now. Is it easier for a dead man to live in the pit? I wouldn't know. Grog's the only thing that keeps me going. That and killing, sometimes torture. You're as damned as me and you don't even know it. Drink, fight, do something that will open your eyes. You think your showing up here was unexpected? I have prepared for any move you might make. This feast is just a decoy. You think I didn't plan for this? You're a fool! I knew you'd come to this feast to seek me out. It doesn't matter how much grog I drink, the dull pain in my skull never stops, unless I maim someone. And look at this! You're someone I can maim. I drink and I drink, and still the pain from the wound you gave me doesn't go away. But when I kill, I feel relief. Just so happens I'm also good at killing. Lucky me. You're welcome here, of course, but mind the cost of entry. It's rather steep. I don't mean to be insulting, but I don't believe you've paid. Now I intend to collect. Either I am very drunk, or you have a very pronounced aura surrounding you, a blue shroud of protection. No, imprisonment. Let me free you. I could smell you a mile off. You stink of vitriol and alum broth. I can make a tincture of you that will keep our soldiers up for weeks. This killer of orcs, this killer of beasts, he wants to come and join our feast. We come here to drink and sing, and what, pray tell, do you bring but pain and misery to our kind? A pitiable death is what you'll find. Elf magic! It looks flashy, but it's got no bite. If you can figure out the trajectory, so can I. Now let's fight for real! Elf arrow. All right. The odds go against you. The only safe bet is your death. He's ripe for the taking, lads. Don't hold back. Well, you're an unexpected prize for the hunt. Looking for a beast to skin and eat we were. Maybe we'll skin and eat you instead. Fancy finding a ranger while we're out hunting. Get him! Filthy talk! I will bury you beside these turncoats! Well played, but I will unravel your plans along with your bowels. It all becomes clear. This treachery had your stink all over it. Come one, come all, my blade will drink from you both. Do you hope to increase your odds by attacking me here, fool? Just so we're clear, I'm the one you're here to kill, right? You miscalculated your odds. It'll cost you dear. You're no match for my master, especially while I'm here. I was just killing men for practice. Now I get to apply what I've learned. There's nothing more pathetic than a failed rescue attempt. It'd be tragic if you weren't all doomed from the start. I knew these men needed killing, but I didn't expect more volunteers to show up. Not a problem. I'm happy to oblige. Gondorians are pathetic, but you're worth a moment of my time, if only to prove that all men are the same. You must be the reason these Gondorians got courageous all of a sudden. I reckon it falls to me to put the fear back in 'em where it belongs. New plan. First we cut down this meddling pinkskin, and then it's back to business. This wasn't your fight, but it is now, and it's your funeral. First raiders and now a ranger. Fine, we'll do it just like we practiced. Are you in league with them, man-filth, or does everyone want to test my patience today? I was gonna run that one down, but I'm willing to be flexible. I suppose you didn't see that one coming. Good thing I did, eh? You are golden. I thought I had that chase sewn up, but it seems a better opportunity, a better victim, I mean, has presented himself. Well, this is no good. Can't have you springing my ambush early. Lads, there's plenty of me to go around. Who's first? If you want to find a grave walker, leave out some tark bait. Never fails. That's the tark for you, always feeling with his heart, not thinking with his noggin. The only reason I kept this pitiful glob around was to lure you in. I admit it. That was quite a ruse that let you slink off with my prisoner. But there's no slinking off now. When I noticed that my captive got freed, I told myself, that's the last time I keep one alive. I reckon that means a death sentence for you. You Gondorians are like rats, the way you scurry about. It looks like I found the Rat King, eh? I knew I couldn't catch all you cowardly men, but if I get you for my trouble, that's worth all the running about. You men all look alike, except that one looks frightened out of his britches, and you're busy scowling. I'll deal with the grump first. Here to rescue this schrock? You men must be hard up for recruits. Let's give Gondor another opening in the ranger ranks. You won't get away this time. I'll put you in the ground. Think you're so quiet? You'll squeal when I kill you. I'll make you crawl for what's left of your miserable life. That was mediocre, Tark. Even if I hadn't seen the flickering shadow, the footfalls would have given you away. Behold the brave man of Gondor, bravely sneaking up on me unawares, and still failing. Someone's looking for me, someone with a very short lifespan. You won't poison my mind anymore. I'll die first, and you'll die before that. You won't use your filthy elf magic on me again. I'll cut your tongue off before you speak your foul words. You won't shame me again. You won't break me. I'll break you. You can't cast me aside. I cast you aside. Watch as I now kill you and then cast you aside. So you think you can hold back all of Mordor now? That's idiotic, even for a pinkskin. I'm going to root out your spy, Ranger. A little fear plus a little disinformation. That equals a spy who won't give you anything useful. I know you like turning this crew, but that saves me the trouble of testing their loyalty myself. By showing me the bad fruit, you're making my ranks stronger. Your legend rivals mine, an adventurer, a lover of life and death, a despiser of shallow moderation. This, my friend, is the beginning of a wondrous journey for you and I. Let us embrace the madness and see who comes out the other side. Know what we have here?
A game of chance. Odds have been laid, though we can't see them yet. Only way to see what comes up is to play the game. So let's play. I wonder, do you remember me? My skull still aches from our last meeting. You thought you'd kill me, but you only brought me never-ending pain. Now, the only relief I get is inflicting pain on others. Let me demonstrate. Behold, no orc can slay me. Can a man? I rather doubt it. I don't know much, but one thing I do know. Long as there are living things, one of them is going to want another one dead. And that's my business. That, you could say, is the reason I am here. So you're the source of all this mayhem in Mordor. I am the alchemist, and it's my job to bottle all that fury. You will fuel the Dark Lord's army, though you may have to die first. That's the thing with men. If you listen to their words, they sound quite grand. But see one in the flesh, and you think, this weakling? I've seen tougher rats. I thought you'd fled to Gondor, like the rat you are. But some rats can't resist one last nibble, eh? I wanted to drink that, not watch it burn. Somebody's gonna pay for that grog. It seems someone out here wants to play. Well, you've come to the right place, because I intend to make merry work of you. Seems like someone has something to say. Well, come out here then, and say my name. Say my name. Let me get this straight. A missing grog, a dent in a door, and shards of boulder everywhere. Not exactly a mystery what happened, is it? Nobody drink the grog! It's probably still fine for fuel, maybe medicine, but not for drinking! Oh, magic on my lad! Quite clever! We can get more ingredients, but the tools, the implements, they were precious. Someone's gonna pay! Oh, come on now! If they're dead, that means they failed once already! Oh, we got someone who likes to raise the dead, eh? I'll bury these globs so deep, it'll take years for them to claw their way back up! I had plans for those drakes! Someone is going to pay for this! Those drakes won't come back on their own unless I drench the ground in the blood of the fool who set them free! Don't tamper with the statues! They've got magic you can't possibly understand! This is just how I planned it. You're so predictable. I thought rangers were good with tricks, but they're no match for an Uruk with cunning. Come on then, mysterious intruder! Step out of the shadows, if you dare! Well, your plan worked. Here I am. Now let me show you my plan. I thought you might show up, given the proper enticement. Now it's time to seal the deal. So you'd like to see your doom up close? Request granted. Quite an elaborate technique for getting my attention. But I'm a busy Uruk, so your death will have to be quick. All this work just to die at my hands. You men are fools. I failed you, Bruce. Sorry. I suppose it's too late to join you, isn't it?